Now, as of now, no, when you may be recorded within Ghana now, I will have to say that sometimes no will be the necessary but not so by a BB, that's a being what's in the rule to me. The person will have to show more to prove more. Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia, the NDCs, or Kakan Bebre, or the father Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia, who there. Dama zipline medical drone in Yadiba or Yad, the Pepe Biara, a lot of people said a lot of things. But as we speak now, no, the same thing now, okay, say with it here, it has actually set a record. As we speak now, the drone, no, zipline medical drone service. I have done a lot of news about it. You can search it at the Bibotol comment section and the no illustration or your box number. Now, as we speak now, the medical deliveries are way to wire to remote, to rural, and to urban areas or over 500,000. Now, I say this 500,000 and it has saved numerous lives. Keep note there, manka there, NDC life, another MPP lives. Miss there, numerous lives. It's there, yimpa foreigner, yimpa Ghana, it doesn't matter. The zipline medical drone is to make sure that that service is to make sure it was being programmed in a way to save lives. It doesn't matter the MPP and the NDC, no. But my in there, I can say it here. Na I can say it here, I don't know so what's so wabobi our party. Which in the HNB Canada. In Zomba, these people whose lives are Yabaka there, Sadama not that. Those people who are not in the party of Oye, Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia. If these things help them, maybe they would want to now feel they know. Then I will not join my party again. But it is freedom of expression, although we are your mope. In Zama, painful being worker say, Tia, that must have planned Oye service. Listen, a big mother within Ghana, or for me, I forgot to from Kosika. Look at this video of Oye Dr. Hannah Bisi of NDC. Lord Cassette, the very zip loader, all boy all save a lot of lives.
If the drone that we all know, that I know that is what went and took the pictures of John Dramani Mahama, that has the cameras, and you are talking about women in the rural areas, then it means that we have a lot of roofless bathrooms. Last time, even East Legon, I was shocked to find one by the hall where we launched our campaign, for the by-election. And if a drone passes over any object and the person controlling the drone with a remote behind a screen, whatever the person sees, the person feels like clicking. The person will click. Now, where is the privacy policy statement regarding this? You want to bring it into the country. The US that created it, where you're going to bring it from. There are women today who have taken people and some companies to court because once they were turning on the high seas, somebody's drone passing over them took their naked pictures. And so what I was saying that you use we women, I was addressing women. If that is it, now you should come out and give us your privacy. But if not, once I don't have it, once I'm not sure which drone is flying over me, I take it as the drones that also have cameras and they also fly and they take pictures. They may be going, it's a human being who is sitting behind the screen.
But you do know that not all drones have cameras, right? Cameras are only mounted on the drones. So
no. It's not for me. No, it's not for me to think. It's for the authority that negotiated
to tell the
negotiated to tell us, and whether it even has it or not, you should have a privacy policy statement that accompanies it. So when it comes and it violates my privacy as a woman, then I'll talk about it.
You tell me there, you say something of this sort. Listen, I went to the comment section. No, be say disgusting. No, be say terrible, just terrible. No, be say wow, look, I shy safe. And lots of
if the drone that we all know that
you ask yourself there, you ask yourself there, why a medical drones? It is a medical drone. Said you be here moja, obi here edu. Na say that particular health facility when you be hospital when you be, they can contact the drone service, zipline drone service no quick. There, yen you be a sabi onya moja. So yen you be a mo to money ye pia moja. If you no I want to type now within minutes it is delivered. And now drone no will be delivered. No drone not drop. No drone not chin no na package no drop. Within minutes, Adan comes was the ambulance. In case it would take hours. Right now, no, it takes minutes. Not less than 10 minutes per way. You know, one, the person will be saved. The person's life will be amazing. Numerous lives were saved. I'm stressed that it is not NPP lives or NDC lives. Lives. Indeed, the Yipan Yagan and you are following you. It doesn't matter. Obey your campaign over there. That draws the Orcon. Camera so about one abada, but the boat church have been one or one woman our villages. Yena yegi to me there. They don't most of the bathroom are using. Sometimes no, and they don't know. They don't have a cover top until they just stand and they just shower. Now, say any apunya experience something of this sort, which you do nara in concept, a class experiences, you would bear with me there. Sabe say the mumbo not simple kwana sabe nkawanka na damai. Since nkawanka na damai, you take your time and you realize there the importance of the project. Na eka asama otidama. And when the project is not there, we meet nature what take your pictures. It's like you are trying to divert attention. If you have a concern, na everyday state na the way you are speaking it, is as if there it was being made to take pictures of other people's naked pictures. Ha! Now, for one thing, drones no record doesn't have cameras. They have their sensor, their program, but they don't have cameras. Because they are just going to deliver and come back. They are controlled by the oil the center, and they have satellite services they use from the center. Ultimate program, they know where it is now. That's been programmed to go and come, not to go and take pictures. In Japan, Dama, there is this thing. We have drones or cameras or them post maybe said no drones are cameras. These drones by Dr. Mudman, they don't have cameras on them. As some now all you who the dam the day in now. Sana some the day of shame so bad. Na Dennis Marcos Abuaje Kaka can some no way nobody is not catching a man connect kaya body view.
Sami Jemfi has the fixation of constantly putting out lies and falsehood and wants everybody to let me tell you, there is nowhere that in this country the NDC completed 50 e-blocks. It's a lie, it's a falsehood, it's a consistent lie he's put out there. When you go to parliament, Alfred, don't interrupt me, please. When you go to parliament, the official documentation is there. And when you get to parliament, you realize that the NDC completed only 29 of the e-blocks they started. Get Fund started 101 of those e-blocks. And then World Bank contributed to the rest. You'd realize that it's a total of 125 e-blocks that the NDC started. As at the time they were leaving office, they had only managed to complete 29 of those blocks. So if he says they borrowed the money, where is the money? We have had to come and complete those 30, we've completed almost 30 blocks in addition to their 29. Now the point is this, you sit here, you speak of debts, and yet you refuse to tell the people that the e-blocks that you built in the bushes, hundreds of kilometers away from the communities, without dormitory blocks, you left them there and this government has come to complete them. I have just given you a list of secondary schools that have been built by this government from scratch to correct that falsehood and consistent palpable lie. For some strange reason, he's been saying this lie for 5 years. And for some reason, my party and my government has also refused to call him out. It is a lie. It is false. All the communities I have mentioned to you, when you go to those communities, you see the school. But let me even tell you something. It is senseless. It is completely senseless to come to a district like mine, where I have 13 secondary schools, and say that your solution to providing space for children to go to school is to go and build another school building kilometers away from the community. Go to Okwapman School. The level of infrastructure in Okwapman School alone, classroom blocks, dormitory blocks, dining halls, is about 20 of e-blocks put together. If you want, tomorrow, send your cameramen to Okwapman School. So if I have space in a secondary school like Okwapman School, there is so much land, even today. And my vision is to provide the access for children to go to school. You think the most sensible thing is for me to go and build an e-block in Mangwase without a dormitory block? How would the children in Okopon be able to go to Mangwase? And that is what this government is seeking to avoid. And that is why a lot of their e-blocks are so stuck in the bush, completed, and yet children are not attending. Let me also address this very, very important. I don't know whether your producers would scroll the freshly built secondary schools that I showed to them. Alfred, let me also indicate. I think that, yes. Maybe later, if you can do it now, you can do it later.
It is going to be, it's been acknowledged. Yes.
They've acknowledged that they have it.
he has received
awesome
those pictures. Just
awesome. Good. Now, you see, let me also, why is he?
No,
let me also make this point and make it rightly so. All the loans we have contracted since 2017 are here. And these documents are in Parliament. And when you go to the Ministry of Finance website, it's there. Go and pick each of them and see whether these loans that we contracted have been used for the purpose for which we borrowed or not. The Ghana Secondary Cities Project, $150 million, 35 municipalities. I have given you an example of who. Go to Sunyani, go to Sanarugu, go to Kofoidia, go to Oda. These are projects out of this particular loan that was contracted by the government of Ghana. And these are into production. When you take a loan and build road, what is it? When you take a loan and build road, what is it? When you take a loan and build Tama and Pakadai railways, what is it? When you take a loan and you build Pokwase interchange, what is it? When you take a loan and build Obichebilante interchange, what is it? So these are real investments that the government has made.